Today I'm in the kitchen with olive oils from Spain cooking up some goodness. This is the time for tomatoes, and I like to find ways to use the olive oil and then extend the life of the tomato, freeze it up and use it throughout the year. Let's go. When I get in the kitchen, I do a whole lot of them. So here's the finished product, and let's start from the beginning. Let's go over to these beautiful tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes, you can really use any. Since they're different sizes, I'm gonna take these blush tomatoes and I'm gonna cut them in half. So I'm gonna start with about 1/3 cup of olive oil from Spain, and what I'm gonna do is drizzle it everywhere. This is the fun part, I love doing that. And then adding salt, pepper, and garlic, and tossing really well before you put it in the oven. So you really wanna vary it up. You know, the first time I didn't put pepper in, this time I'm gonna put pepper in, put fresh herbs if you want. There's so many ways to change it up, and I really want you to get in the kitchen and play with your food and make it up as you go along. So many of you are asking where you can get olive oils from Spain, and the thing is you can get it at just any grocery store you're going to. Just ask your grocer where the olive oils from Spain are, and it's not this bottle that you're looking for. Okay, so it's going into the oven. I don't know if you know, but in Spain, they are the #1 producer of olive oils, and they win 7 out of 10 awards for best olive oil. Let's put this in the oven. You can put it at 375, you can do it 400, so many ways to do it. It's no real cooking, people. It's hot. I like to just sort of move them around a little bit, and we're gonna put it back in, and that'll be another probably maybe 5-10 minutes. So here they've come out of the oven. They're bubbly, they're lovely, and these are so wonderful. It's like, what do you eat them with? What don't you eat them with? You can blend it in a soup, use it as a part of a sauce, put it in a meatloaf, in a stew, in a pasta. As soon as it's cool, I'm gonna put it in this jar, and the reason I can freeze this jar is because it's a ball mason jar, it's tempered glass, it's wide mouth, and it's a pint, and that's the only reason. It has to be all of these things. So label them, put them in your freezer, take them out whenever you need a little summer infused day, and I also finish them off with more of the olive oils from Spain, but it's the beautiful olive oil infused with it and cooked that makes it spectacular. This is room temperature, and because you don't want to put them in the jars when they're warm. And I'm going to top it off with a little bit of the olive oil from Spain. And do you see how I only fill the jar like 3/4 of the way? You got to do that because you don't want them to break. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these bigger tomatoes and make a tomato sauce. What I do is just put a lot of olive oil from Spain right over here, and then salt, pepper, and let's get it into a super hot oven. You can add garlic, you can do basil, you can simply not do any herbs at all. The sky's the limit, and really feel like you can get in here and improv a little bit in your own kitchen. So here's another tray, and what I'm gonna do is plenty of olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic. I'm not really a measurer. I'm gonna toss this all together and let's see what we're going for. You can see I didn't have enough because I don't have enough for here. So what I'm gonna do is do some more little guzzles, and then I'm gonna just with my hands get in there and toss it and get everything well coated before it goes into the oven, as hot as it can. Got 2 trays. I'm gonna do this one, and I've got another one. And these I'm actually gonna blacken up. I'm gonna make a sauce, and I'm gonna blend it all together. So put them on broil, and let's get moving. It was 450 about an hour, and you see it made this lovely, lovely juice. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in for like 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna blitz this and make a lovely, lovely sauce. So we're blending it. This is the fun of a Vitamix. It feels like a train is going off. But yes, if you can add a bit of sugar, it does meld all the flavors, but we're gonna do it today without. I'm gonna do advanced Kung Fu. I'm gonna get all of the juices, and then I'm gonna add to it some of the beautiful sweet tomatoes that I did earlier, because those little tomatoes are the sweetest ones. So I'm just gonna put in like a pint of these beauties and some of the wonderful garlic, and I am gonna just blend that up. Oops. Blended it, I'm gonna taste it. The really sweet tomato with the other tomato that isn't as sweet creates something that is absolutely delicious, and I can freeze it and use it another day.